Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Gamey Daddy channel. So I went ahead and made for myself a deflector build. Now, I don't know what I was thinking, but I've been pining like crazy to run a deflector build. And this deflector build is probably not the best. Most likely, I can almost put money that this deflector build is quite, subpar. But that's not necessarily my aim when I start builds like these. Is I usually start on my builds and I'm expecting an end goal once I'm able to get the pieces that I want. And the pieces that I need for this build are very, very cost heavy. And what I mean by that is I'm having to run the improvised items to be able to get some weird perks in order for me to leverage what this deflector shield will be for this particular build. And I do have other ideas that we could talk about, but there are a few mechanics that I want you guys to basically see in action. So one of the really interesting things about the deflector shield is when you go ahead and start using this skill, what you're gonna notice is enemy NPCs have a weird behavior when they start when they're shooting at you. So I have these enemy NPCs. Okay, I have this one here that's about to. Let's take this one out. Let me destroy my drone and then let them focus my deflector shield. Watch. This one knows that this one's gonna melt herself. This one she knows that she's melting herself, right? But she keeps hesitating. See? She hesitates. You see the hesitation? That small hesitation. Every time she damages herself, she hesitates. And see? She hides in cover. Normally, yes, I could. Now she's gonna try to come melee me. See the hesitation? She could keep firing, but she knows, this enemy AI knows that this shield is damaging them. And that's the really cool thing. Now, yes, at some point, the enemy NPC will keep firing. It's not like they're going to eventually stop, but I've noticed that this is a trend, and I will have gameplay of this for my other run where I did, I think it was Viewpoint Museum or which one? American History? No, Viewpoint Museum. But I kept dying. I think I got overconfident in that mission, and I thought, yeah, everything is awesome. But the reality is that I didn't have the, I should have run a skill version. I think that's where it really exposed that I needed the skill version of this build. Another thing too that's making me run a deflector is, and I'm playing as I'm talking, so if you hear my mouse clicking, is me. I don't know how to shoot, so I click 1 zillion times hoping that I'll hit something. Is the fact that it's actually fun to run something that is not meta, something that, used to be quite popular back in the beginning of the game. I remember there was a YouTuber that brought a build called, I think it was called Captain America or something. I think it was Jasimin that brought it. And, it was something that was really popular and talked about for a while, but it didn't really appeal to a lot of people because shields were really subpar. And even still, Deflector Shield, to be very frank with you guys, Deflector Shield doesn't really live up to what you would hope that it would live up to, especially when you have the Bulwark that does a very fine job, and you have the other shields that allow for you to be able to carry primary and secondary weapons, and they also do a lot of deflection work. If I go into this room, it's going to be challenging, but I wanted to showcase this mechanic, and I also wanted to showcase the build. So let's go into the build. We'll talk about it, and we'll kind of I would say brainstorm in the comment section with possible improvements. I want to have a build that does the job, and I know somebody will carry this torch and make something that is beautiful out of it, but here is my starting point. So I have a Douglas and Harding mask, and this is basically the Punch Drunk mask, the named Douglas and Harding mask, and Douglas and Harding gives me 20% pistol damage. I have one that I roll 15% weapon damage on, and it comes with 20% headshot damage, so it really does it's worth its salt. I really wish that I had one that came with something that is not hazard protection. A lot of people say they can't find this mask anymore, that it's hard to drop, and I think that may be the case because I haven't seen many drop from me lately. These are old ones that I've had since Warlords of New York came out, and I put them in my stash since then. I also have the Grupo Sombra chest piece here. This one I rolled armor on it. I don't know why I did that. I think maybe it will come together at a point because I think maybe I wanted to have my armor at like 1 million, or I wanted a blue core to give my shield a little bit more of the skill. The shield health is actually influenced not only by the utility mod, it's also influenced by the armor core attribute, and it's got 10% headshot damage, and also it's got 12% critical hit damage. My sidearm hits hard. If I use the Liberty, I will see a very, very good return for my money, but I'll tell you why I'm not using the Liberty for now. And then I have another armor core with an improvised holster. The improvised holster I'm using because it has a mod slot, and this is the mod slot where I want to, equip something like, maybe protection from elites. I mean, yes, the developers went ahead and started spawning, different enemy types. I guess it's my fault a little bit. I should just have not said anything, but I wanted to make sure that we had, people knew about it, and I wanted to, basically let everybody see a YouTuber that was doing good work in the community. But apparently these devs don't mind their business. They constantly keep poking their nose in the community videos. Shame on you, devs, for eavesdropping on us. Now, you could run headshot damage in these spots if you really want to do some really, really good damage, or you could run skill, you could run all kinds of skill, augments in there, or whatever it is. You could run armor on kill, you could run whatever you want. And, in the knee pads as well, I was also using 12% protection from elites. Actually, the honest truth is I wanted to, use this and make a version of Mark of Blades' protection from elites build, but have the deflector shield in it, because I thought this is one of the cool ways I can run my deflector shield. But I don't have enough of the elite, the protection from elite mods, so I'm just going to be putting other things in there until I find those mods. And I'm going to do some mod farming on stream very soon. For those of you who want to find out where you can get your mods from, I can basically do a run, and you guys can pretty much see it. So for now, since I don't have protection from elites, I'm going gung-ho, and I'm going to be adding more headshot damage because I get my return for my money. I mean, I'm already stacking headshot damage anywhere, everywhere else, so why not on my improvised gloves? Now, my backpack is a 511 backpack, and I have Adrenaline Rush on that backpack. I don't think the backpack necessarily matters too much. I could use the memento in order to get myself more skill efficiency if I really wanted to. I've not tested that parameter. Maybe that's something that's up for testing if you guys want to do that. But Adrenaline Rush basically says whenever I'm 10 meters close to an enemy within an enemy's range, I gain 20% bonus armor, and this is for 5 seconds, and this can stack up to 3 times with a 5-second cooldown. It's really effective to have that extra armor as I'm going on. So, sidearm is also very important because this, the deflector shield only allows for you to carry your sidearm, and I'm using the TDI custom card, and this is because I have one extra skill tier, as well as, I have In Sync on here. In Sync says that when you're hitting an enemy, it grants me 15% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants 15% weapon damage for 5 seconds. So the damage increases are double while both buffs are active at the same time. Now, I'm curious to see, because this is not, the deflector shield is not just a defensive skill, it's also an offensive skill. I'm using that to see that, I'm getting the max deflector damage, in skill tier 6, and also gaining more when I'm using that sidearm. That's why I'm running, the TDI custom card, because yes, I can run my Pun Drunk Mask at, the 5 skill tier, and then get the 6 skill tier with the card while this weapon is in my hand. And if I was using maybe Technician, then I probably will be able to run an extra weapon damage mod. But I am using Survivalist because Survivalist does grant me, in my opinion, my grenades. I love my Survivalist grenades, ladies and gentlemen. If anybody asks me and says, why do you like running Survivalist? I really enjoyed this fire starter grenade, this incendiary grenade. It's actually pretty good. And I enjoy some of the perks that come with Survivalist as well. When I'm doing cover to cover, I'm gaining ammo and all that good stuff. But this is my fun build to play. I love the way this build works for now. I wish it was much more stronger. I wish there were talents that really did augment its playstyle, but we're not seeing any of that yet. And I'm really interested to see what you think about the enemy AI behavior when I actually showed you that single, instance. Now, I've also seen that instance in other missions as well. It's not the first time I'm seeing it, but I'm just curious to see what you guys think. All right, I'll get out of your hair. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Talk to me. Hopefully we'll see you in another video. Peace out.
Open. No fucking around. Dismissed. Fuck them fucking loaded.
Eat this! Hostile radio intercepted.
This is Wade. So, the Division thinks they can just come in here. They don't know who they're fucking with. Go dark. Wait for the signal, then corner and kill.
Get a turn! Friendly down!
Hit him again!
Take it through!
Get away from me!
Target shield. Ready for action! I'm reloading. Man down! This is not working! It's gonna blow! Enemy ballistic shield deployed. Friendly down and out!
Gonna mess you up.
Spread out. Take it slow. They could be in here already.
Die, Division asshole!
Electromagnetic charge detected.
Better watch out.
Screw you, agent! Who's that over there? Target's getting near! Eyes on! Back off! You're going down! Let's do this!
Friendly soldiers down and out.
It's over!
Target's getting close. Fire.
Yeah! Winged it! Now you'll think twice! Keep it tight.
Got the ballistic shield.
On the target! soldier.
You okay? Hey!
Deploying a grenade!
I don't have line of sight. He's got me.
Need more ammo!
Target's hurt!
No prisoners! Put a round through them! You won't believe me. Agents are close.
Agent in need of backup.
Come on, you!
Get out of here!
That must have been Wade. Would have been nice to bag him, but he's not your primary objective. Get to the TV studio and get these guys off the air for good.
Look for movement. survive much longer like this.